Welcome to Math Club in Learning Home.
Hello students, hope you all are doing well. As of now, we have discussed Laplace transforms. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss one important application of Laplace transform, that is solution of ordinary differential equations with given initial conditions. And such problems are called initial value problems. The advantage of using Laplace method over the ordinary methods is that we are going to get directly the particular solution of the problem without first finding the general solution of that problem, and the solution of non-homogeneous ordinary differential equations without first solving the corresponding homogeneous differential equations. And this method is a powerful method to solve the problems with inputs in which the driving forces are discontinuous functions or short impulses or complicated periodic functions. So let us first discuss the process which we are going to use to solve initial value problems. Actually, you will be given an initial value problem in your original T space. So this will be your original differential equation. As you know that the Laplace transform transforms the operations of calculus to operations of algebra, and the Laplace transforms of functions are algebraic functions. So when you apply the Laplace transform, or when you take the Laplace transform of your equation, that will transform your equation to an algebraic equation in your S space C. So you will be left with an algebraic equation, and using algebra or easily manipulating, you can find the solution of this algebraic problem. So this will be your next step to solve your algebraic problem. Once you get the solution of your algebraic problem, we'll take the inverse Laplace transform, and when you use inverse Laplace transform on this, you are going to get the solution of your original initial value problem which is required. So this is the entire process which we use to solve initial value problems, and this method is Laplace method. Now let us discuss some examples which will illustrate this method. So let us take our first example. So let us consider our first example here. Our aim is to find the particular solution of this initial value problem, which is y double dash plus 4y dash plus 4y is equal to 12t square into e to the power minus 2t, with the given initial conditions that y0 is 2 and y dash 0 is 1. Now, as discussed with you, our first aim is to take the Laplace transform on both sides of this equation. As you know, the Laplace transform of derivatives and all these functions which are involved in this equation. So let us first take Laplace transform on both sides of this equation, and here your function is yt, and I am writing the Laplace transform of yt as y of s, capital Y s. So when you take the Laplace transform of double derivative of y will be s square ys minus s y naught minus y dash 0 using Laplace transform of derivatives of functions, plus 4 the Laplace of y dash, that will be s ys minus y 0, plus 4 the Laplace of y is ys, and in the right side there is 12. As you know, the Laplace of t square is 2 by s cube, and since your function is multiplied with e to the power minus 2t, so using first shifting theorem, its Laplace is 2 by s plus 2 power 3. So this will be your equation when you take the Laplace transform. Now let us use our initial conditions, which are y naught, which is 2, and y dash 0 is 1. So when you use those equations here, you get s square ys minus s into y0, which is 2, minus y dash 0, which is 1, plus 4 into s ys minus y naught, which is 2, plus 4 ys, and the right side is your 24 over s plus 2 power 3. So this is your algebraic equation. Now our next step is to solve this equation for the value of this y of s. So let us find that. When you collect the terms containing ys, you get s square plus 4s plus 4 ys minus 2s, and this is your minus 8 minus 1 minus 9 is equal to 24 over s plus 2 cube, and this is nothing but s plus 2 square. So we are going to get s plus 2 square ys is equal to 24 over s plus 2 cube plus 2s plus 9, and from this we get our function y of s, which will be 24 by s plus 2, taking this to right side becomes power 5 plus 2s plus 9 over s plus 2 square. So our last step will be to invert, that is, if you take the inverse Laplace transform of this, then you will get your required solution of this differential equation. So let us find the inverse Laplace transform. You can apply partial fraction here, or you can simply write it as 24 over s plus 2 power 5 plus 2 into s plus, that is your 2, and you will be left with 5 here. So this is your function. So finally we are going to get your y of s as 24 over s plus 2 power 5 plus 2 over s plus 2 plus 5 over s plus 2 square. So now we are ready to take inverse Laplace transform on both sides. As we know, the Laplace of yt is ys, so the inverse Laplace of ys is y of t. So taking inverse Laplace transform, we are going to get our original function which is required yt is equal to 24. Using first shifting theorem, the inverse Laplace transform of 1 over s plus 2 power 5 is e to the power minus 2t into t power 4 by 4 factorial plus 2. The inverse Laplace of 1 over s plus 2 is e to the power minus 2t plus the inverse Laplace of 1 over s plus 2 square using shifting theorem is e to the power minus 2t into t. So ultimately you are going to get e to the power minus 2t into, so you will be left with t power 4 plus 2 plus 5t. So t power 4 plus 5t plus 2. So this is your yt is equal to e power minus 2t, t4 plus 5t plus 2, and this is the particular solution of the given initial value problem. So I hope this method is clear to you. So there are basically 3 steps. The first step is to take Laplace transform of your equation using your initial conditions, solve your algebraic equation, and once you get the solution of your algebraic equation, take inverse Laplace transform, and this will give you the solution of required initial value problem. So now let us take some different examples on the same topic. So our next problem is to find the solution of this problem, which is y double dash plus 16y is equal to cos 4t, y naught as well as y dash 0 both are 0. So these are the conditions given to you. So again we are going to use the same process. The first step is to take Laplace transform on both sides of your equation, and here again I am writing the Laplace of little y as capital Ys. So here when you take the Laplace transform, you are going to get the Laplace of y double dash as s square ys minus s y0 minus y dash 0 plus 16. The Laplace of y is ys, and you know the Laplace transform of cos 4t, and that is your s over s square plus 16. So this you are getting when you take the Laplace transform of your original equation. Now let us use the initial conditions here. Y naught as well as y dash naught both are 0 here. So we are left with s square plus 16 ys is equal to s over s square plus 16. Now from here we can easily find y of s. So this implies y of s is equal to s over s square plus 16 whole square. And if you take inverse Laplace transform here, you are going to get the solution of your original problem. So this will be your last step, and you can find inverse Laplace transform of this function with different methods. You can use derivative method or you can use convolution here. So I am going to use convolution theorem to find the inverse Laplace transform of this function, as this is product of two functions. One is 1 over s square plus 16 second is s over s square plus 16. So as you know, the inverse Laplace transform of 1 over s square plus 16 is 1 by 4 sine 4t. I am taking this as my function ft, and the inverse Laplace of s over s square plus 16 is nothing but cos of 4t, and you know that the convolution of f and this function, let us write it as gt, will be inverse Laplace transform of this function. So therefore the inverse Laplace transform of s over s square plus 16 whole square will be convolution of f and g, as we have already done this. So this will be equal to the integral 0 to t fu, that is your 1 by 4 sine of 4u into g of t minus u, so cos of 4 t minus u d. So if you find this integral, you get the solution of your problem. So I am using here 2 sin a sine cos b, this is 1 by 8, 0 to t sine of a plus b, that is sine of 4t, plus sine of a minus b, that is sine of 8u minus 4t, and we are going to integrate with respect to u. T is independent of u, so its integral will be 1 by 8 as it is, integral with respect to u, so sine 4t as it is, so sine 4t into u, the limits are from 0 to t, plus integral of sine 8u minus 4t, the integral is cos of 8u minus 4t over minus 8, the limits are from 0 to t, and when you put u is equal to t here, you get t sine 4t. When you put 0 here, it is 0, and when you get u is equal to t here, you get cos 4t. When you get u 0 here, you are going to get cos 4t again. So this part will vanish, and we are left with 1 by 8 t sine of 4t. So this is the inverse Laplace transform of this function, and the inverse Laplace transform of this function is your solution of this differential equation, which is yt. So therefore we are going to get yt, which is equal to inverse of this function 1 by 8 t sine of 4t. So in this way we find the solution of this initial value problem, which is yt is equal to 1 by 8 t sine 4t. Now we will take some different problems which involves impulse function, unit step function, and periodic functions. So let us move to our next example. So our next example is to solve y double dash plus 3y dash plus 2y is equal to ut minus 1 plus ut minus 2. So this problem involves unit step function ut minus a, and with the given conditions that y naught and y dash naught both are 0 in this case. So let us take the Laplace transform on both sides of the differential equation, and again I am going to write the Laplace of yt as capital Ys. So when you take the Laplace transform of this equation, you are going to get the Laplace of y double dash, which is s square ys minus s y naught minus y dash 0 plus 3 Laplace of y dash, that is s ys minus y 0 plus 2 Laplace of y, which is ys, and is equal to the Laplace of right side. As you know, the Laplace of u t minus a is e minus es over s. So therefore, the Laplace of u t minus 1 is e minus s by s, and the Laplace of u t minus 2 is e minus 2s by s. So this we get if we take the Laplace transform of our given equation. Now use the given initial conditions. So y naught and y dash naught both are 0 here. So we are going to get s square plus 3s plus 2 ys is equal to 1 upon s into e minus s plus e minus 2s. And if you take this to right side, then you get your function ys here, and as you know, s square plus 3s plus 2 is s plus 1 into s plus 2. So therefore I write ys as 1 over s into s plus 1 into s plus 2, and it is multiplied with e minus s plus e minus 2s. Now we are going to take inverse Laplace transform to get the solution of our equation. And you note here the function of s is multiplied with e minus s and e minus 2s. So to find inverse Laplace transform, we are going to use second shifting theorem here, but for that we need inverse Laplace transform of this function, and you can use partial fraction to find inverse of this function, which is 1 over s into s plus 1 into s plus 2, and if you apply partial fraction here, you will get 1 by 2 into 1 by s minus 1 over s plus 1 plus 1 by 2 into 1 over s plus 2. So this you can easily get if you apply partial fraction here, and you know the inverse of all these functions. So we are going to get 1 by 2. Inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s is 1 minus inverse Laplace transform of 1 over s plus 1 is e minus t plus 1 by 2. Inverse Laplace transform of 1 over s plus 2 is e minus 2t. So this is the inverse Laplace transform of this function, and let us write this function as gt. So inverse Laplace transform of this function is known, and we are going to multiply with a factor like e power minus as. So if the Laplace inverse of the function is gt, then the inverse Laplace transform of the function, the same function multiplied with e minus as, is gt minus a ut minus a using second shifting theorem. So if we use this here, we are going to get inverse of this function, which is yt is equal to inverse of this function multiplied with e minus s is your g of t minus 1 u t minus 1 using second shifting theorem, and plus same g t minus 2 u t minus 2. So this is the required solution of this given problem. Now let us move to our next example. So here we have another problem, which is y double dash plus 2y dash plus y is equal to e minus t plus 5 delta t minus 2. So this problem involves the impulse function, Dirac delta function, and the conditions are y naught is 0 and y dash 0 is 1. So let us solve this problem by using the same method. So here, when you take Laplace transform of your equation, and again let us write Laplace of yt as ys. So we are going to get the Laplace of left hand side as s square ys minus s y0 minus y dash 0 plus 2 times Laplace of y dash, that is s ys minus y0 plus Laplace of y, which is ys, and the right side is equal to the Laplace of e minus t, which is 1 over s plus 1, and the Laplace of delta t minus a is e minus as. So here we are going to get 5e minus 2s. Now let us use our initial conditions here. So we are going to get s square ys minus y0 is 0 here, y dash 0 is 1 plus 2s ys, again y0 is 0 plus ys is equal to 1 over s plus 1 plus 5 e minus 2s. So from here we get s square plus 2s plus 1 ys is equal to, now taking 1 to right side, we get 1 over s plus 1 plus 1 plus 5 e minus 2s, and from here we get it is equal to s plus 2 over s plus 1 plus 5 e minus 2s. So if you use ys here, then ys will be given by, now you note that in this case s square plus 2s plus 1 is nothing but s plus 1 whole square. So I am taking this to right side. So you get s plus 2 over s plus 1 whole square into 1, that is your s plus 2 over s plus 1 cube plus 5 e to the power minus 2s over s plus 1 whole square. Or you can simply write it as your 1 over s plus 1 cube plus 1 over s plus 1 square plus 5 e minus 2s over s plus 1 square. by writing s plus 2 as s plus 1 plus 1. So now you know the inverse Laplace transform of all these functions. So let us take inverse Laplace transform on both sides of the equation, and here you note that your function is multiplied with e minus 2s, and in this case you have to use the second shifting theorem. You know that the inverse Laplace transform of 1 over s plus 1 square is e minus t into t. Now since your function is multiplied with e minus 2s, so using second shifting theorem you are going to get the result. So let me write that. So if you take inverse Laplace transform here, you are going to get inverse of this as yt. Now inverse of this function is e minus t into t square by 2 plus inverse of this function is e minus t into t plus 5. Now you note that here the inverse Laplace transform of 1 over s plus 1 square is e minus t into t. So the inverse Laplace transform of the same function multiplied with e minus 2s is given by e minus t minus 2 into t minus 2 into u t minus 2. So this is the solution of our problem. Now let us take one more example which involves periodic function. So again we have taken one problem to solve y double dash plus 4y is equal to f of t, and here ft is defined as sin t from 0 to pi, and from pi to 2 pi it is 0, and moreover it is given that this function f of t is periodic function with period 2 pi, and with the initial conditions that y as well as y prime at t is equal to 0 are 0 here. So again we are going to use the same method, and to start with let us take the Laplace transform on both sides of this equation, and you are going to get s square ys if you take the Laplace of y as capital Y minus s y 0 minus y dash 0 plus 4 into Laplace of y, that is ys, and is equal to the Laplace transform of f of t. So you need to find the Laplace transform of the periodic function f, which is defined in this fashion. Now this we have already discussed in our previous lectures, the Laplace transform of periodic functions. So the Laplace of f of t, which is periodic, and if the period is t, is given by 1 upon 1 minus e minus st, where t is period of the function, and 0 to t e minus st ft dt. So you take your t is equal to 2 pi, and the ft is defined in this way. As we have already taken many examples, I leave it to you to find the Laplace of this function, and this will come out to be 1 upon 1 minus e raised to power minus 2 pi s into 1 over s square plus 1 plus e minus pi s. So this will be your Laplace transform of this periodic function f of t. Now let us use this Laplace transform here, as well as use these initial conditions in this equation. So we are going to get s square ys plus 4ys. So this we have s square plus 4ys is equal to, now note that 1 plus e minus pi s is one factor of this denominator. So finally we will be left with s square plus 1 in the denominator, and this factor 1 minus e minus pi s. Okay, by cancelling one factor here. Now we take this s square plus 4 to right side, so that we get our function ys here, which is 1 over s square plus 1 into s square plus 4, and this 1 minus e minus pi s, as we want to find the inverse Laplace transform also, I am taking it in the numerator, and I will expand this using binomial expansion. So it will be equal to 1 over s square plus 1 into s square plus 4 into the expansion of this, which is 1 plus e minus pi s plus e minus 2 pi s plus e minus 3 pi s, and so on. So note that your ys consists of this function 1 over s square plus 1 into s square plus 4 and multiplied by these exponential functions involving s. So to find inverse Laplace transform of this function, let us first find the inverse of this function, and then we'll use the second shifting theorem to find the inverse Laplace transform of this function multiplied with these exponential terms. So you can use different methods to find inverse Laplace transform of this function, which is 1 over s square plus 1 into s square plus 4. You can use method of partial fraction, or you can use simply your method of convolution theorem. So I leave it to you again, and the inverse Laplace transform of this will be 1 by 6 into 2 sin t minus sine of 2t. So if this is the inverse Laplace transform, and let us write this function as gt. So therefore you can write the inverse Laplace transform of this expression now. As you know, the inverse Laplace transform of ys is yt. So this will imply that your y of t is equal to, now note that this function is multiplied with various expression. Here first is 1 as it is e minus pi s. So e power minus es type is pi here, here is 2 pi, here is 3 pi, and so on. So use your second shifting theorem to write the inverse Laplace transform of this. So first term multiplied with 1, so this will be gt itself, or you may write u naught t here, doesn't matter, plus since you are multiplying with e minus pi s, so it will be g t minus pi u pi t, or you may write u of t minus pi, plus the next is multiplied with e minus 2 pi s, so that is your g t minus 2 pi u 2 pi t, and similarly the next term will be g of t minus 3 pi into u 3 pi t, and similarly the higher terms, so on. So this is the solution of your given initial value problem, which consists of a periodic function. So far we have taken differential equations with constant coefficients. Now let us take some examples in which the coefficients are functions of t. So here I have considered one problem to solve the differential equation ty double dash minus ty dash plus y is equal to 2 with the given initial conditions that y naught is 2 and y dash naught is minus 4. So this equation involves variable coefficients here. So here when you take the Laplace transform, you have to use the results with multiplication by t, and when you take the Laplace transform on both sides, and here also I am writing the Laplace of y as y of s. As you know, the Laplace of y double dash is s square ys minus s y0 minus y dash 0. Since in this y double dash is multiplied with t, so using the result multiplication by t, we have to take the derivative of this with respect to s with negative sign. So similarly, you can find the Laplace of ty dash, which will be, because of this negative sign here, plus d by ds of the Laplace of y, which is s ys minus y of 0, and plus the Laplace of y, which is ys, and on the right side there is 2, and the Laplace of 1 is 1 by s. So in this way we take the Laplace of this differential equation with the variable coefficient. Now let us first differentiate these expressions with respect to s. So here we have product of two functions of s, so that we get s square into derivative of y, I am writing y dash s, plus 2s as derivative of s square, ys as it is, minus derivative of s is 1, y of 0, and since this y dash 0 is constant, so its derivative is 0, so it is the derivative of this expression. Similarly, here we get s derivative of y plus y into derivative of s, and again y0 is constant, so its derivative is 0, plus ys is equal to 2 by s. Now let us collect the like terms here, the terms containing y prime s and ys. Also use your initial condition that y0 is 2 in this case, so that we are going to get the terms containing y dash s, which is minus s square, and 1 this term minus s y dash s, and then the terms containing ys, which is this term minus 2 s ys, and this term, this and these two terms ys, so it is 2 s minus 1 ys, and this term y naught, which is 2 here, so we are getting plus 2 here is equal to 2 by s. So this is your equation. Now our aim is to find ys from this expression. So first I rewrite this, I write it as minus s minus 1 y dash s minus 2 s minus 1 ys, and I take this 2 to right side to get 2 by s minus 2, and this would be written as 2 into s minus 1 over s with negative sign. So if we adjust this negative sign here and one factor s minus 1 is cancelled out and I divide by s here, so that I get y dash s plus 2 by s ys, which is equal to 2 by s square. So this is the expression involving ys which you get as a result of this. Now our aim is to find ys from this expression, but you note that this is first order differential equation which is linear in nature involving ys, and to solve such problem you know that we have to find the integrating factor and then we can easily integrate to get the solution of this differential equation. So you note that it is of the form dy by dx plus py is equal to q, where p and q are functions of x. So here to find the solution of this we get integrating factor if, which is e to the power p dx as you know, and solution of this differential equation is y into integrating factor is equal to the integral of q into integrating factor with respect to x plus some constant of integration c. So this equation is of this form and we are going to use this method to find ys from this. So let me first find integrating factor, which will be equal to e power p here is 2 by s, so 2 by s ds, and when you integrate this you get e power 2 log of s, and when you take this 2 in the power, so we will get e log s square, so this will be nothing but s square. So here the integrating factor is s square. Now let us write its solution. So that will be ys into integrating factor s square is equal to the integral your q right side, which is 2 by s square into integrating factor s square ds plus c. So this will give you ys from here, and you can easily get as it is equal to 2 into s plus c. So from here we get our required function, which is y of s, by taking s square to right side. So this implies that y of s is nothing but 2 over s plus c by s square. So in this way we get the solution of this first order linear differential equation, which is our y of s. But our aim was to find the solution of this differential equation, which is your y of t. Now at the end we will take inverse Laplace transform to get y of t, and from this if you take inverse Laplace transform you are going to get y of t here, and y of t will be equal to 2 inverse Laplace transform of 1 by s, which is 1, and inverse Laplace of s 1 by s square is t, so it is 2 plus ct. So this is the solution of this equation, but you note that there is one arbitrary constant c involved here. So you have to use your conditions to find this c. Now clearly it is given that y dash 0 is minus 4. So from this if we find y dash 0 then that will be c itself, but it is given that the y dash 0 is minus 4, so here c is minus 4. So in this way we get the value of our arbitrary constant c, which is minus 4. So finally this will give you the solution of differential equation, that is y of t is equal to 2 minus 4t. So yt is equal to 2 minus 4t is the solution of this differential equation with the variable coefficients and with these conditions. So in this way we use the Laplace transforms to solve these type of problems. So towards the end of this lecture we have taken one more problem, which is y double dash plus ty dash minus 2y is equal to 6 minus t. Really this equation involves variable coefficient, as y dash is multiplied with t with the given initial conditions that y naught is 0 and y dash 0 is 1. So let us solve this problem in the similar way. So first let us take the Laplace transform on both sides of your equation, and again I am writing the Laplace of yt as y of s. Now when you take the Laplace of this equation, you are going to get s square ys minus s y naught minus y dash 0. Now since here we have multiplied with t, so we are to take negative sign and derivative of Laplace transform of y dash, which is s ys minus y naught, and minus 2 into Laplace of y, which is ys, is equal to 6 is constant and Laplace of 1 is 1 by s minus Laplace of t, which is 1 by s square. So this you are getting when you take the Laplace transform of this equation. Now let us first differentiate this with respect to s, so that we have s square ys minus s y naught minus y prime naught minus the derivative of this s y dash s plus ys, and since y naught is constant, so its derivative is 0, minus 2 ys is equal to 6 by s minus 1 by s square. So this we are getting after differentiation. Now let us use our initial conditions, use the values of y naught, which is 0, and y dash, which is 1, and collect the terms containing y dash and y of s. So that here we have minus s y dashes, this is the single term containing y dash. Now let us write some terms containing ys. So here is one term which is s square coefficient, and here is minus 1, and there is minus 2, so there is minus 3 y of s. Now the next we are left with this is term, this term is 0 and y dash 0 is 1, so minus 1 is equal to 6 over s minus 1 by s square. Now you can take this minus 1 to your right side, and you are going to get minus s y dash s plus s square minus 3 ys is equal to 1 plus 6 by s minus 1 by s square. Now again you see that if you divide here with minus s, you are going to get this equation which is y dash s plus 3 over s, as we are dividing by s, plus minus s into y of s, which is equal to minus 1 over s plus 6 by s square minus 1 by s cube. So this you are going to get when you divide with negative s here. So again you see that it is first order linear differential equation which we have taken in the previous example. So again we want to find its solution, that is y of s. So for that we need to find its integrating factor first. So let us find integrating factor, which will be equal to e to the power integral of 3 by s minus s ds. So this will be equal to e 3 log of s minus s square by 2 in the power of e, so that we get s power 3 into e power minus s square by 2. So this is the integrating factor for this equation, and at the last we have to write the solution of this, which is y of s into integrating factor s3 e minus s square by 2 equal to integral q, that is your 1 by s plus 6 by s square minus 1 by s cube into integrating factor s cube e minus s square by 2 integral with respect to s plus a constant of integration. Now let us first integrate this. If you rewrite this expression, if you rewrite your right side, then this will be equal to minus the integral. We are multiplying with 1 by s, so we have s square into e power minus s square by 2. The second integral with minus 6 into integral s square is cancelled here, s e power minus s square by 2 ds. Then at the end we have plus the integral e power minus s square by 2 ds plus constant of integration. Now clearly you can here integrate it by parts by taking that the differential of minus s square by 2 is s, so keep 1s with this and then integrate it by parts, so that you are going to get minus s into e power minus s square by 2 with the negative sign plus the integral e power minus s square by 2 ds. This you get when you integrate it by parts. Now when you integrate this by adjusting the derivative of s square, it will be plus 6 e to the power minus s square by 2, and I keep this integral as it is, e minus s square by 2 ds plus c, constant of integration. And clearly you see here that this integral minus e power minus s square by 2 is cancelled out with this part, so that you get here that the ys into s3 e minus s square by 2 is equal to plus s e minus s square by 2 plus 6 e minus s square by 2 plus c, the constant of integration. So from this you can easily find your function y of s, which is required. So therefore we have y of s is equal to, so from this we get 1 by s square if you take this to right side, plus 6 by s cube plus c by s cube into e power positive s square by 2. Now when you look at this part of this expression, you know that since y of t satisfies the conditions of existence of Laplace transforms, so therefore we have a result that the limit s approaching to infinity y of s should be 0. So if you consider this condition here, you find that this constant c must be 0. So from this condition we get c is equal to 0. So if c is equal to 0, our y of s is 1 by s square plus 6 by s cube plus 0. So this is your y of s here, and you can easily invert to get the solution of your given initial value problem. So when you take the inverse Laplace transform, we get y of t is equal to, its inverse is t plus 6, its inverse is t square by 2. So therefore our solution is given by yt is equal to t plus 3t square. So this is the solution of our given problem. So in this lecture we have considered various initial value problems with constant as well as variable coefficients. So this was one important application of Laplace transform. Thanks for watching. Keep watching, keep sharing.